going to show you my guitar jig I use to set up my guitars. I was going to attempt to put them out for profit, but I believe by the time you would end up paying for it, it would be just ripping you off really bad, and I can't do that. So okay, so basically what this is 3/4 inch shelving I found in my house when we first moved in, and we didn't need it, so I removed it. Okay. The base, all you really need is about 2 foot long by 1 foot. You can buy shelving at any hardware store, you know, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, and just use that. You know, you don't have to use real wood like this. Okay, so alright, so like I said, it should be at least 2 foot long, at least 1 foot wide. This particular shelf is 3 feet, and I left it like that because I like to put my tools and stuff down here at this end. Okay, so the back piece is 1 foot long and 2 foot, or 1 foot tall and 2 feet long. And like I said, the bottom one should be a minimum of 2 feet. This one is longer. So, okay, so then I've got this piece here. If I was to build this again, I would shave it off here, you know, so that it doesn't come out, so that it doesn't protrude. But the way it sits now, I just use it for, I just butt the guitar up against it. It's got a 2x2 for support here. Screwed in from the bottom into the support, into this base piece, and into this base piece. These are just a bunch of sticky pad plastic things I found. I can't tell you where I found them. I have no clue. But you know, if you're the kind of person who doesn't have an extra room to do this kind of stuff in, and you do it on your kitchen table, your wife will appreciate you a lot more if you don't scratch it. This stuff is the non-slip stuff you can buy anywhere, hardware store, kitchen store, what have you. Okay, so then base these measurements off your own guitars. I put this hole here to deal with setting up guitar springs and through body strings. And I've got this 3/8 inch dowel. I would recommend going at least 8 inches. This one's only 6 inches. I've had to cut a couple inches off it here and there, but I would go actually 10 inches because, you know, you never know if it's going to crack or what have you, and how big your guitar is. So all this fabric here, it's just an old high school sweater. I mean, what are you going to do after high school? You're not going to wear it the rest of your life, right? Anyway, so I cover everything that the guitar touches. So I just use double-sided tape. Just nothing special, just desktop double-sided tape. Okay, I've got 2 quick grips, and again, double-sided tape on the end that touches the guitar. You put a piece of fabric over it, double-sided tape on the fabric itself where it's going to touch the guitar, and you know it's loose. See that, obviously. This one, fabric here, this is the dowel I was talking about. There's a bunch of holes in here, and which one I use depends on which guitar of mine I'm working on. Okay, so these holes I used my jigsaw, and I can put the quick grip above the neck or below the neck. Make it wide enough you can swivel it. It's about each hole is about 3/4 thick. I'm sorry, about half an inch thick. All right, and I usually just leave that one hanging there. Okay. To adhere this plastic or this non-slip stuff, I used staples, and you can see, I don't know if you can see here. You might be able to see it, but I can't see it through the camera here. Staples. So this stuff is cushiony enough that the staples don't actually touch the guitar. Okay. Now I'll show you how to use the thing, basically. I'm not going to change where this is at the moment. I'm just showing you. Okay. Alright, so fabric. You want the fabric touching the guitar. Okay, here we go. Okay, it would sit better, but it's basically in the electric guitar position as far as that peg goes. Alright, so you don't want to, obviously you don't want to tighten them down too hard. You just want them snug enough for it to not move. This is real wood. It's pretty hefty, so you don't have to worry about it falling. Alright. Okay, for electric guitars, okay, try to get out of your way so you can see this. It's quite simple, easy, very simpleton, and if I was to need to work on the springs, I would move the dowel probably over to a different hole, okay, to move the guitar that way. I might actually even drill another hole over there to make it even easier to put the plastic over here. But basically, when this is in the correct position, I can take this plastic piece off and everything just from this access hole right here. Alright, it's simpleton, you know, 30 minutes and you're done building it, and it'll give you years of service, you know. There you go.